Hi everyone, it's Psychic Channel Karma Palmo, and I'm here with my guides to answer viewer questions. I received a lot of questions and I'm going to try to get to all of them, so I may talk a little fast at times and also be pausing to listen to the guides, so just so you know what's going on. I'm going to start with Readying's question. How to heal yourself when you might be a psychic or energy vampire? I asked my guides about this before I came to this reading. I wanted to ask them what it means to be an energy vampire exactly. And what they said is that, let me tune in again. Okay, because they want to talk again. They're saying that this energy that you feel you need is readily available to you, and that you needn't draw it from others. So in effect, that's what an energy vampire is. It's someone who draws energy from others and uses it for their own gain or to feel better. So the guides are saying that you needn't draw this energy, that you have your own. In order to heal, they're saying that what they said earlier, which is to surround yourself with white light. And this is a divine white light, and you can visualize it, which is actually, believe it or not, putting it into place. So this goes to everyone out there. Interestingly enough, the way to heal yourself if you are an energy vampire yourself is exactly the same thing that you do when you want to protect yourself psychically. What you want to do is imagine a white light of protection around yourself, and I suggest that you also call in forces that are of the light that you believe in. It doesn't matter what name you use, as long as this being or light is of a positive nature. This could be God, this could be Source, Universe, angels, whatever you believe in really, and call it in and ask for help, ask for protection, and visualize this protection around you. I'm going to be doing a video in which I channel a protective exercise for people in cleansing the aura, cleansing the chakras, and reinforcing the energy field. So that said, I suggest that you all do this every morning when you brush your teeth in the morning. And if you don't brush your teeth, that's all right. You could do it when you have your coffee in the morning. Whenever is a good time for you to kind of jog your memory and do it on a regular basis. So I suggest you do that. And also when you go to bed at night, when your head hits the pillow, remember, oh, I need to call in my protective forces, my angels, my God, my source, whatever it is, to protect me, and imagine and visualize that white light around you. Readying, thank you so much for your question. That was a very good question to ask, and really a brave question to ask in a way. Thank you. Let's see, Ren asked, what is a good starting place for someone just starting their spiritual path? And Ren also asked, what does it mean if you're constantly seeing synchronicity all the time, such as the numbers 111, 222, 444, 555, etc.? When we have synchronicity in our lives, what this means is that we're on the right path. And I'm going to tune into the guides for their input as well. So they're saying that when you see synchronicity, you are seeking answers. And during that time that you're seeking answers to, say, a particular problem or question, it's also a reminder that you can tune in and listen to your intuition when you are having questions. So it has more than one meaning, actually. It probably has more meanings than that. But in general, we all do need to tune into our intuition as often as possible. And that's where we will receive the best guidance in our lives. It also means that you're tuning in to your spiritual self. You're tuning into your divine nature, your higher self. And you're probably feeling good in those moments. So I suggest that you continue to observe synchronicity, and I suggest this for everyone. And as far as a good starting place for someone just starting their spiritual path, whatever resonates with you, whatever feels right to you in your gut and in your intuition, follow that path. And if you're not used to following your intuition, realize that it's something that we're all born with. And as we go through life, we get reprogrammed, we get reconditioned, and we forget how to use our intuition. But it's something that the more you use it, it will develop like a muscle. Once you decide to go on a spiritual path and that you're ready and that you're interested, things will open up to you. And you'll be online and you'll see things that are interesting to you. You go on YouTube, you'll find subjects that are interesting to you. Also, people will appear in your life who are interested in subjects that you're interested in, and you will click with them. You can talk to them. Maybe you'll join groups. Maybe you'll go to bookstores and do more of a solo path. Maybe you'll start meditating. Whatever it is, go for that. It's your path, and it's a unique path. And trust yourself. Thank you for your question. I'm going to move on to the next question. Joe asked, how can we best merge our will with divine will? This is a good question as well. So divine will is, as I understand it, the big picture. What kind of like our plan is before we come into this lifetime. And this plan is something that's been mapped out for us, or that we even were part of mapping out before we came here. However you want to look at this, according to your spiritual beliefs. I believe that the divine will is kind of the best and most helpful viewpoint. And by viewpoint, I mean it's the roadmap that we can follow if we want to have the best and most joyful life possible, where we're really living our life purpose. And the way to merge our will, which is our free will. As human beings, we have brains that allow us to make choices, and we can go for or against, in a way, what our divine will is. And this brings us back to what I was saying about intuition, and how intuition and following our intuition can help us stay on the right track, the right path. And this path is a path of our higher self and the roadmap I was talking about a little earlier. So we follow our intuition, and we do that as much as possible. We pay attention to synchronicity, which will tune us into our intuition so that we can help ourselves with any problems we're having, any questions, any choices we need to make. And the way to merge our will with divine will is with those keys. And I would say the biggest one is following our intuition. And once you do that, you're in touch with your spiritual self. And once you get in touch with your spiritual self, you kind of come home, and you can develop that and become more acquainted with that if you're not already. Joe had a second question here. Also, if possible, are you able to share where I am in the process? So I'm not doing personal readings, but I will say, Joe, that you seem to be well on your way. And the guides are concurring. You are on your way. Trust your heart, and they're saying live in your heart and act from your heart. So that's great. I'm going to move on to my next question. Thank you. Janice asked, what happened in my past life in Egypt that continues to haunt my soul today? Okay. Janice, like I said to Joe, I'm not doing personal readings, so I can't look specifically at your life. I just realized I have another question that is similar to this. Let's see, where did it go? Oh, Jolie Bell did. She asked me to ask Spirit about past lives. So, 2 questions about past lives. Guides, what would you like to tell us about past lives today? This is a general question, of course. Can you tell us why they come back to us? Why do we remember them sometimes in our dreams? Why do they seem to come back to us and maybe even, as my listener said, haunt us? Is there something we need to learn from that experience? They're saying that don't worry about, and they're putting it in quotes, hauntings. These are only aspects of yourself, and you needn't be concerned about them. This is a part of the process, they're saying, the process of living through this lifetime. To the best of your ability, try to not pay too much attention to, say, the bad dreams or the feelings that make you feel like you're kind of stuck in these memories. Again, this is something that is difficult to do. I know this. I also feel a connection to Egypt and to other times in the history of humankind. And, not all of them are very pleasant. So I find the best way for me to deal with this is to accept it as a part of our experience, is to make peace with these parts of yourself. Another thing that you can do, which I have never done, is to hire a shaman or work with a healer who specializes in past lives. There are past life regressionists who help people unsurface and heal those parts of themselves. And it may give you a feeling of resolution. I'm not advocating that. I'm just saying it's something you might want to look into. My guides have said that past lives are real. They are something that is a part of our growth process. I'm going to listen to them again. They want to say something about past lives again. Okay, so they're encouraging us. They're saying we're getting there. They're saying you're getting there. Keep trying. Keep trying to get it right. In the sense that you have the tools that you need. Many of you listening have the tools that you need to grow and develop spiritually. Some of you are, I feel, already in a very, not going to say high place, but you're well advanced in your spiritual growth. And you understand the law of attraction. You understand that there are ways to lift ourselves out of these lower states of consciousness, of fear and feeling, these kind of creepy feelings of being haunted by something that happened in another dimension or in another time frame. So, in other words, according to the law of attraction, what you focus on the most, you will attract. So try not to focus on this, and the guides kind of, suggested this as well, I think. Don't focus on this. As much as you can, focus on the good things that are happening in your life. Focus on any good dreams you have and the good feelings you have. And the more you focus on them, the more of those you will attract into your life. Thanks for your questions, Janice and Jolie Bell, about past lives. CGB asked me, would you please ask the guides how we can best move into and with the new energies of 2019? It seems to be a game changer, as if the universal energies have changed, which makes me think that the rules of how we formerly operated have changed too. Your 2019 predictions part 2 was a great start of this topic. Hoping you can elaborate on more of the same from that video. Thank you. Appreciate you and the guides. Well, thank you, CGV. That's very nice. I don't know if you've seen it, but I did a 4th predictions video for this series. And in that video, I talk about the spirit of this era we live in and the zeitgeist, which is the mood and the feeling of this time and how we can maneuver in this time. And even though I talk about, topical events and popular culture, politics, etc., the main thread, I believe, is of a spiritual nature, and that it's intended to help people maneuver these times. Because as you know, it's crazy out there, and I want to do what I can do to assist others to find some peace and balance in these times. I'm going to talk to the guides now directly. Guides, can you please tell CGB what would be helpful in regards to these times we live in? Something that is a piece that we haven't heard yet in any of my videos. Okay, so what they're saying is that 2019 is a game changer indeed, and that you can expect more changes coming. I'm saying their words exactly. You can expect things to change even more than expected, and that as things evolve, as they're saying an evolution, there's an evolution happening, and when evolution happens, there's chaos, and chaos is needed in order to kind of shake things up so that things can settle into a new order or pattern. And okay, I'm asking them why this is happening. Guys, why is this happening? Why do we have to go through this chaos? It's happening to bring more clarity about what we need in society and in our lives, and what needs to happen now. And they're saying now, this needs to happen now. They're really emphasizing that those of us who are able need to do whatever we can do to further this process. And they're asking us to share our gifts. And they've asked this before, that each of us has a gift or gifts that we can use to assist this process of evolution. They're saying evolution again. And as we evolve, we can expect things to be a little hectic, chaotic, crazy. And I'm going to ask them if there's a hopeful ending to this. Is there going to be are things going to settle down? Are we going to feel more peace in our societies and in our world? Okay, they're saying you can expect things to stay the same for now, that things are going to be chaotic for some time, and that peace will prevail, and people will come to learn how to accept one another and their differences, and that people, I'm saying their words exactly, people will come to realize that they have a stake in this process and that their actions have a direct effect upon this world. Each of us singularly and all of us collectively have a purpose, and that purpose, if fulfilled, will assist in the evolution of humankind, and their awakening. And in the process will further the process of evolution. The wheels will turn. I'm seeing wheels. There will be movement, and there will be a new positive direction as people awaken. And this needs to happen now. This is for all of us now. All of us who are alive right now. And so move with this energy. Ride with this energy. Don't get too caught up in the negativity that you see around you. And even though there is a lot of drama going on around you, try to remember who you are and stay in your center. And please don't give up. Look inside and keep trying and keep working on your purpose, as the guide said. It's really important, and it's worth thinking about. And maybe you are fulfilling your purpose or purposes, and maybe there's something that you've had on your mind that you want to do that can further your spiritual growth, make you happier, and in the meantime, it's good for your spirit and also for others. So, moving with these energies, what I'm taking from what the guides are saying is just ride through these energies and stay connected to your spiritual self. Do this daily, do it now, and realize that this is really important for riding out these times. Thank you for your question, CGB. I have one more question, and that is from Erin, and she asked, when meeting new people that look and act different than us, how do we overcome fear and judgment? I'm going to turn that over to the guides. You need to look within, they're saying, and ask yourself, what is it about them that I see in myself that I don't like, that I'm putting onto them? What is this hatred about? What is this anger about? It is time for you all, to look within and ask yourself these questions. When working with those around you, it is important to collect yourself and allow these energies to be a part of your experience. Everyone is here, so to speak, for you to engage with, interact with, learn with. They are a part of the process known as your life, and they're here for a reason. And if you look closely, you will see that they are very much like you. There's a common thread between you. There is a commonality between you. And if you look beyond the surface, if you try to, okay, they're showing me not just a mirror. It's kind of like a mirror where you are being, you see your reflection, but at the same time, kind of overlapped, you're seeing them. And the guide, let me ask the guides what that's about. You're seeing yourself and them at the same time. And this is helping you to remember that we are all connected, and that any fear you feel about them, they may be feeling about you as well. We're all connected. We're all here having this experience that is very yin-yang. It is not fun sometimes. And I want you to know that we're all in it together, and that there are many people who feel like you. People of all races, people of different backgrounds and nationalities. We all really have a lot in common. And that's our humanity and our feelings. And there are many more aspects of our lives that we do share. There's a lot of commonality that we don't see, that's beneath the surface. Thank you, Erin, and thank you everyone for your questions. If I missed anyone's questions, or if you have a question of your own, please leave it in the comments section below. And if you'd like to know when I publish new videos, please subscribe if you haven't already. That's all for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. This is Psychic Channel, Karma Palmo, signing out.